Speaking of very funny, guy I've known for a long time at this point, Mr. Marc Ragovin.
How's everybody doing? Good. Good. So a couple of months ago, I bought one of these calendars for work. 365 facts a day, and you know what I'm talking about? Every day you pull off another, right? You know what I'm talking about. You pull another page, and it gives you some little interesting tidbit, like the cheetah is the world's fastest land animal, which is true, and the first public library was located in Worcester, Massachusetts, which is also true. But I didn't realize I had purchased the George Santos 365 fact a day calendar, so I'm going to tell you what I've learned so far. The world's greatest ventriloquist gave his own eulogy. Every year in the U.S., an average of 15 clowns are seriously injured in balloon animal attacks. To ease his future in-law's fear, a rap singer Pitbull told him his real name was American Staffordshire Terrier. Ironically, most Quakers don't have time for breakfast. Geronimo was terrified of heights. Although Germany and Japan were utterly defeated in World War II, they were still awarded participation trophies. With today's high inflation, many porno films have to limit the money shot to a firm, heartfelt handshake. The most awkward event in history, the groundbreaking ceremony at the first shovel factory. It's a visual. Orville Wright and his girlfriend were the first members of the 18 Feet High Club. Lewis and Clark became helplessly lost during their kids' college tours. Due to a wardrobe malfunction, Orville Wright once flew by the seat of Wilbur's pants. Mr. Tossard always said that nobody could hold a candle to his wife. The biggest opponents of tuition-free college? Strip club owners. Due to pressure from PETA, magicians must now coax rabbits out of hats using positive reinforcement. The number one reason that most people move to the West Coast is so that football season they can watch 60 Minutes at its regularly scheduled time. Benjamin Franklin's lazier brother discovered static electricity. Johann Gutenberg's jealous sister invented the shredder. Most bookstores locate their mystery section in the last place you'd suspect. Most cotton candy is now 50% polyester. In China, the first tune that beginner piano players learn to master is called Forks. All of the members of the band One Direction were nearly killed when their tour van's GPS malfunctioned. After a while, Pythagoras became lazy and just issued a bunch of wild hunches. Here's a little secret. No recorded phone call has ever been used for quality assurance purposes. And people, don't be fooled. Your building's elevator inspection certificate is not on file in the property manager's office. Henry Ford's wife suspected him of cheating when she repeatedly detected that new car smell on the maid. Too soon? John Deere's wife suspected him of cheating when she repeatedly detected the smell of a newly mowed lawn on the maid. Bottlenose dolphins have been childproof since 1983. Fantail shrimp now come in low, medium, and high speeds. Just wait until he's in the Senate. You'll be wondering what you'll be hearing. Where was I? I forgot where I was. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah, fantail shrimp. Thank you. The most prevalent mosquito gangs are the Bloods and the Bloods. Amish gangs exact revenge on their enemies with a drive-by shunning. Amish buggies are rarely stolen because it's virtually impossible to hotwire a horse. Most bakery workers walk around with that glazed look in their eyes. Most people from Corning, New York walk around with that glassy-eyed look. There are over 5,000 Asian rooftop restaurants in the U.S. called Tie in the Sky. Tony Orlando is so old, his backup singers are now dusk. The woman who invented inkjet printing and her children once formed a band called the Cartridge Family. Thomas Edison's way more popular sister invented the blackout cake. The first rule of chess club is not to let the folks in Fight Club know that you're in chess club. One of Jeff Bezos' ancestors invented the catapult 10,000 years ago to deliver gifts. Every year, Arizona State University expels at least 3 graduate students for arguing in their dissertations that it's in fact the heat, not the humidity. In 1971, a Hollywood stuntwoman made history by shattering the breakaway glass ceiling. The world's weakest DJ needed 3 aides to help him pump up the jam. During the Middle Ages, an extra-large catapult was called Amazon Prime. See, that was a callback to, like 3 jokes ago. I was going to do it later in the set, but it's kind of late, so where was I? Catapult, thank you. Back when people communicated using smoke signals, a bunch of twigs on the ground was called a modem. Squanto had a very nearsighted brother named Squinto. If you haven't figured out, I have a lot of free time at work. In the Old West, a gust of wind that blew a smoke signal back in the direction of the sender was called an error message. The #1 nausea medication in Italy, Pepto-Bismol. Methuselah spent 216 years of his life in traffic. Bill Gates has been in therapy for years trying to resolve issues he has with his motherboard. An Italian office building engineer once wrote the rise and fall of the Roman elevator. All right, now I'm going to start the silly stuff. Where was I? The Cliff Notes to War and Peace have their own Cliff Notes. And they read, to make a long story long. Bob Fosse's gravestone reads, devoted husband, loving father, and all that jazz. Every morning, monks all over the world wake up and have a delicious cheese omelet. The highest rated 2020 let's start that over. The highest rated 2020 TV holiday special, it's a Charlie Brown pandemic. That's not bad. I usually lose the audience about 10 minutes before this. Tony the Tiger has a less enthusiastic brother whose signature line is, "There, meh." Ferdinand Magellan died undergoing exploratory surgery. Too soon? Most people who have bought the classic book, How the Other Half Lives, got it at 50% off. Who would have thought? Every year, iron workers respond to over 50 emergency calls for people who have become riveted to their televisions. As a result of a 1911 strike, railroaders won the right to be paid overtime for all hours worked beyond the livelong day. Manhattan housing is so expensive, the average number of people it takes just to rent a studio is 54. The CEO of the Build-A-Bear workshop company clawed his way to the top. I'm even embarrassed to do that one, I'm sorry. During the building of the pyramids, local residents placed over 8 million calls to Egypt 311 asking when the damn scaffolding was coming down. Ma'am, could you do me a favor? Can you pick a topic, anything in the world? No, seriously, no, help me out. It could be anything, literature or history or sports. I'm a big sports fan, anything.
Teddy bears. Teddy bears.
I heard movies. Teddy bears. Robert De Niro's dog can often be overheard during daycare playgroup sessions asking, "Are you barking at me?" All of Marlon Brando's chess opponents would resign after waking up with a decapitated knight in their bed. Scary. Jack LaLanne's wife invented the push-up bra. After observing a newborn horse struggling to get to her feet, Mr. T said, "I pity the foal." What else? The world's worst pediatric psychologist would always tell his patients, "Ooh, child, things ain't gonna get easier." It's not good. The Andrews sisters once missed an entire tour when the Chattanooga Choo Choo inexplicably departed from track 28. Okay, I'm gonna do this one, and the first person that actually gets it, free tickets to my next performance at Dangerfield's. Ready? Okay. Ironically, Sam Cooke scored a 1600 on his SATs. Yes? Yes?
No, keep going. I know where you're going, but keep going.
You know where I'm going.
I don't know where you're going.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much about biology. Don't know much about the French I took. You know what? I only have about a minute left, so I'll just pass on for that one. Duke Ellington followed up the very popular Take the A Train with the less popular Take the A Train, except on weekends during the summer from 12 a.m. Saturday to 5 a.m. Monday. For alternate service, take the D to 59th Street and transfer to the NRR, or take the C to Penn Station. Economic research has revealed that 99-cent stores do best when the dollar is weak. There wasn't a dry eye at Aquaman's wedding. Cliff Jumpers Anonymous is famous for its one-step program. You're either cured or you're not. 77% of hostage negotiators say they feel trapped in their job. On the bright side, the 20 paces put Hamilton over 10,000 steps for the day. Okay, no, because he had a duel and some good came out of it. Astrophysicists theorized that in a parallel universe there will be a lot of striped shirts. I'm going to finish with this, and this is my all-time favorite joke, and it's gotten me work all over the place. And in the back of Gap dressing rooms, in the back of restaurants, and car washes. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt holds the world's record for most frequent victim of identity theft. Guys, you've been a wonderful audience. Get home safely.
Marc Ragovin.